Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my hiatus has been reborn with No Man's Sky, and this is going to be like I don't know, maybe you could learn, maybe you can laugh, maybe you can do whatever the fuck you want. It'll just be like a Let's Play type of deal. It's going to be rather difficult because it is a very, very, very sandbox-based game, so there isn't a crazy amount of story or some of the stuff might get repetitive, so I'm going to do my best to cut that boring shit out and keep the best for you guys. You know? That's just the type of fucking person I am. So, if this is your first time buying the game, or first time just buying the game, or you can't decide if you're going to buy it or not, keep watching. You might learn something, you know? If you're, you know, like 5 hours, 6 hours. Me personally, I'm about probably 20 hours into the game. I get lost very easily when it comes to exploration games. Similar to like Minecraft in that sense that I can just literally walk around Minecraft. I have the food, the travel means I will fucking go. And this is just so much bigger and such a bigger scale. It's got planets, galaxies, ships, ginormous freighters, just like everything you can imagine that's in a galaxy. So me personally, I love the game. It got pretty mixed reviews, but I'm not here to give my fucking personal review of it. I don't really give two shits what 50,000 million, 600 million people think about this game. I fucking love it. So get ready, all right? So for starters, if you're maybe like 6 or 7 hours into the game, you've probably come across a few things that need Atlas passes, version 1, version 2, and even maybe in version 3. These space anomalies are where you actually get that very first Atlas pass. So if you see on your map, let's go out into the space for a second. I'll show you guys something. Let's fucking zoom out of this bitch. Let's open up the map. Okay, so if you see on your map, eventually you hit a point where you need to get to a Atlas interface, alright? When you go there, you'll go into a space station of sense. It's very similar to space station. And when you get there, do a scan of the area. If I had fuel, I would... Actually, do I have fuel? Hold on. Maybe I can show this off completely. I don't. Okay. Well, brain fart, when you get to these Atlas interfaces, there will be a giant circle when you walk into the, it'll be a diamond shape, like the icon kind of, well, the ones I've run to and all have been diamond shapes, like the icon on the cover of the game. When you run into them or go inside them, there'll be a giant circle, and there's going to be two little orbs. Pick them up. They're warp fuel for your warp drive, and then he will drop a Atlas stone. Now, the Atlas stone itself, it sells for a high price, but actually hold on to them. If you hold on to 10 of them, you can actually spawn a star. I believe that's around the end game process, when you get closer to the center of the galaxy. But also, when you get to the Atlas interface, when you come back out of it, scan the area or open up your map, like I'm doing right now, and it should say anomaly detected. And then if you're in a galaxy that has it, you'll get this purple icon like you can see on my screen. I've already been to this one, so I don't know why it's telling me that it's here. I think it just might be a bug. But if you go to those and go inside, you'll get an Atlas stone, and then usually when you go in there, you'll get the recipe for the blueprint as well for the Atlas Pass. Now, you only get version 1. Version 2, I haven't even come across yet. Apparently, it's just like a random chance at like a command outpost or something like that. But in terms of version 3, I don't think anyone even has it yet, so pretty fucking mind-blowing how much this game is undiscovered, which is why I love it so much. Is the world is infinite, so just discovering things is just like every day someone's discovering something new. Let's keep this bitch fucking flowing, juiced. I personally, instead of trying to find a recipe for a warp reactor sigma, if you don't know what that is, it's basically, right now, if you just have a ship that has a warp drive, or a hyperdrive, and you make warp cells for it, I think you can travel a maximum of 2 solar systems away, maybe even just 1. I think it might just be 1. Once you get a ship that either has a warp reactor sigma, or it doesn't matter, theta, it depends on how you just get it. I don't completely understand the difference between sigma, theta, and tau and all that different stuff yet. Like, I'll show you. Oh my god, all my stuff is wrecked. I just got into a fight on a planet, so it's pretty bad. But as you can see, I got a range boost tau, theta, a sigma. I honestly don't know the difference. Oh fuck, we about to get into a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Shit's about to get real. See if I can make it to this planet before they Fuck off. Fuck off. Let me get to the planet. Let me get to the planet. Let me get to the planet. Okay. Fuck. Right before I got to the planet. Come on. Oh, they just fucking warped. Holy shit. Alright, we might be going to a fight. It says one ship, but I see 3 icons. I think they can follow you onto the planet, but it's a lot easier to lose them on the planet than it is to... No, we're getting into a fight. Let's do this. Where are you, bitches? So some people say to use the mining beam because it locks on, but honestly, if you have a decent photon cannon, you can see, once I get the fucking aim on, you can see how there's like a little thing you gotta aim. If you can get in that, you'll hit them. And it honestly kills them so faster. So for the last guy, I used my mining beam. It does lock on, but watch how long this takes. Where is he? Okay, that's like 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. So this thing only took like a couple shots. So honestly, if you have a decent amount of, a decent enough upgraded, where is it? Beam impacts, my +2. Cannons +1. Advanced cooling. So really I only have a +1 in terms of damage. Honestly, if you just even have a +1, it's way more effective versus ships than it is compared to the mining beam. Let's charge that bad boy back up. But let's explore. Again, this is not going to be a tips and tricks video. You might learn something. I'm just literally exploring planets, hopping to them, cutting out the bullshit, showing you the fun shit, alright? So, if you enjoy it, remember to love the shit out of me. Oh, this planet's got trees. That's nice. And some planets, if you want to learn what your planet is, so I haven't landed on this one, but I'll show you. So every time you land on a planet, let's just take a nice little, let's find a structure. Oh, it's got lots of water. Most of the time, what is that noise? I think it's because my ship's damaged a little bit, or my guns are. I don't know. Gotta repair my guns while I'm here. I've noticed planets with water have been a little lackluster, though, in terms of structures and wildlife. So we'll find out if that's true to this one. It's a nice little pond. Maybe we'll explore that. No structures yet, which I find odd. So let's land right here, and I'll show you something that you might have not known. Oh, there's something over there. So every time you get out onto a planet, it tells you the weather, the sentinels, the flora, which is bountiful, and the fauna. So flora, if I remember correctly, is the animals, and fauna is, maybe it's the other way around. Flora is the wildlife. Hold on, I got my computer right here. Define flora and fauna. Oops. Ow! Yeah, so flora is a plant life, and fauna, it refers to animals. So flora, plant. So flowers. Just imagine that. Flowers. That's a good way to remember it. I just came up with that. So, I don't know what this plant is anymore. I forget. You can actually hit the start option, or the options button. And what will be your planet is the one that is a different color. So see, it's a little bit lighter gray. You can also upload it while you're here, and then it also tells you. So flora, which is the flowers, is very bountiful. I guess it does say that. And wildlife. So you have lots of trees. I don't know if that falls in line with the resources as well. But I do need to repair all my fucking multi-tool shit. Iridium. Yes, suck a fat one. Iridium's a little more uncommon. I know this is iridium. Iridium. I hope I'm saying the resources correctly as well. Okay, so we just need iron to repair that one, which is pretty fucking easy. This is probably iron. And this planet is a freezing. Holy shit. Across, I don't know how many planets. Does it tell me how many planets I've discovered? That'll be a nice thing to implement. No. You can see I've discovered quite a bit. 4 pages worth. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is it 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Okay. 26, 39? Is that right? Is that right? Can someone correct me on my math? 39 plus whatever the bottom is? Let's just say 47 planets. Huh? How about that? Does that sound right? What's 13 times 3? 13 times 3. That's 39, right? Holy fuck, I'm stupid. Hold on. 13 times 3. 39. I'm not fucking stupid. Okay, what about... How many we got here? 10. So we got 40, 49. 40. I was pretty close to saying 50 planets. Almost got 50 planets discovered. And I've only come across probably 5 that have been, like, bumping with wildlife. The one I was just on was a complete fucking dump. Just, like, dry as a bone. Might as well have been a desert, but it was just, like, the craziest wildlife. Like, it was, abundant? No. I don't know, they use a bunch of different words to describe the things. Oh, and this is a glitch where you get fucking warped to galaxy. Or almost to galaxy. Almost to space. So this planet is the greatest. And honestly, from the people that I've watched and even like researched in the game, it just suits a whole bunch of different playstyles. So you might notice something that I might not stay on planets as long as you guys do, or I might stay on planets too long compared to what you guys do. Some people just literally land, check out the general area, and then get the fuck out of here. Some people like to stay on it. I really depend my length of stay on how good the planet is. So I mean, if it's popping with resources, I'm assuming fauna also means resources as well. Oh, here we go, we got a base. Let's see what's up. I think this is a Korvax base. Is it green? No, I think that's Vy'keen. I've only come across 3 nations as well. The Vy'keen, which is Vy'Keen. I don't know. I'm saying Vy'keen. It sounds very similar to Viking. And then the Gek, G-E-K, and then the Korvax, which is K-O-R-V-A-X. So this is the stupid warrior guys. Whatever I just said. Vy'keen. Interloper. Isotope. Honorable warrior. And this is your first time playing and you don't understand why some of the words are coming up red. It's because, so I give him an isotope because I actually know the word for isotope. And he's happy about it. Gives me a technology blueprint. So, this is, so doing stuff like that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Cool. Some planets you'll explore and you literally won't be able to survive on them just because they're so crazy. And those planets occur when you get closer to the center of the galaxy. If you go to an Atlas interface, no, is it Atlas interface? No. If you go to the space anomaly, the purple thing, inside there he'll give you 3 options. One to get resources to aid you on your trek. Another option to actually warp to a black hole or a wormhole, whatever you want to call it, a shortcut through space to get you closer to the center. Or, third, stay on your Atlas Pass. Now, I've chosen to stay on my Atlas Pass because, you know, who doesn't want to explore more planets? Like, you can always explore planets afterwards, but I just want to get as much as I can on my way there, because maybe there's certain things that you can get if you stay on this longer path. So, I decided to keep on my Atlas Path. Some people have chosen to go through the wormhole or black hole, whatever you want to freaking call it. I believe it's a wormhole because it teleports you. A black hole is like just sucks you in, right? It doesn't spit you out. It just, I don't know. I'm not a very good with astronomy, I guess. I find it unbelievably fascinating. It's just I'm not too intelligent in the sense. And I know there was technology back there in that little shack. I don't really care for it. I have so many bloody fucking gun blueprints. I don't really care for anymore. The highest I've seen for in terms of these blueprints is +5. I have a couple +1s. But yeah, I have a couple +5s. That's the highest I've seen for pluses. Let's scan to see if we can find anything. What do we got here? Wish you could zoom while you're in your ship, and I also wish you could mine while you're in your ship, like these things. Okay, and the driving's a little fidgety, but the little Heridium and stuff like that, you can only be on the ground, which I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, so if you get the chance to see a monolith, it's also a purple icon on your screen. It's like the religion things. It's based on the nation you're in the galaxy, and whatever you're around, you'll find like a Viking monolith, or Vy'keen monolith, a Gek monolith. And if you go up to them, you can learn a word. usually. And sometimes there's bigger versions of it where you can actually like talk and learn about lore about the story. Like for example, in the Viking nation, there's a guy named Herc who's just like known for his like hatred towards Sentinels, the little robots that guard planets. He just absolutely hates them, and he actually convinced like I don't know half the nation to basically, or maybe even the whole nation. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention so much, but he actually convinced the nation to go against Sentinels and try to fight them. So at one point in the game, I had to talk with a Viking, and I didn't really understand. I only caught some of the words, and it was talking about his anger towards Sentinels because Herc taught him so well. And I know the word Herc for in Viking, so it really helped me figure out what he wanted. And also, when I was in that little structure, if you don't have the resources to give him, you can back out and literally fly off the planet and come back, and this option will still be the same. If you didn't know that as well, I'm just trying to help out. My inventory is also butt fucking full. Sometimes planets will have special resources, very, very unique resources, like the last one I was on to tell you about that was abundant with, oh shit, this even needs repairing. That abundant with wildlife. It had these things, Gravitino? I don't know. Balls, and they're worth quite a bit, so I'm holding onto them. I can't remember if I mentioned or not. I think I did when I was in the space anomaly. Keep your Atlas stones if you want to spawn in a star. I'm really curious to what that's like, so I've been holding on to mine. It is a lot of inventory space, but that's why you find these things. Find as many drop pods as you can, because every time you find a drop pod, it opens up a storage space. I think it goes up by 10,000 every time you find a new one, so this should be like 130,000 for me? 140 maybe? 140, yeah, okay. And I'm going to buy it because I have quite a bit of money. I also, if you could find a planet with Emerald, E-M-I-R-L? E-M-R-I-L? Something like that. It's a green resource. It looks like this stuff, plutonium, but green. It is worth 360 per unit or something like that. Do I have any on me? 275. Ooh, my bad. I was a little bit off. And it was quite abundant if you could find it on a planet, and honestly just gather up a bunch of that. Every stack is 250, so if like the bar at the bottom right here is all the way across, it's 250. Every stack I think is worth like $69,000. So it's worth quite a bit if you can get like a full stack. I filled up my inventory once with it, and that's how I got all my money and bought my new ship. If you can find a resource that either has like abundance of gold or emerald, I don't know. English not so good. It is the best way so far that I've come across to get money, other than getting these things like the Crolium and stuff like that, which you can get from like ship drops and helping out people, but it's not as frequent as emerald and gold is. So look for the crystal stuff too. Like you might be able to find like I call them dragon eggs because they look like dragon eggs. They're like little bulges in the planet sometimes you can see. See if I can find one. Oh, there's a base right here. Probably just gonna have blueprints for weapons, which I'm not a huge crazy fan about. I'm more about the exploration. I don't need a gun. I'm just gonna eventually hit a cap where I'm just gonna this isn't my final ship and that isn't my final blaster. That I'm gonna have. I'm always gonna find something better, and usually when I buy something, by the time I find something, there's no point in even upgrading the stuff that I have already, because I'm just gonna find something better. Like right now, I want to save up maybe like 10 million for a ship, since I'm starting to come across, as I get closer to the center of the galaxy, everything is beefed up. The enemies get harder, the resources get crazier, the animals get more abundant, the planets get a little bit more hostile. I came across one planet that had all hostile creatures, just everything was hostile. And I wish I was recording at the time, because I've only come across one since then. It was like when I first picked up the game. So this is a monolith that I was talking about. I can learn like a couple words from this and even learn about some of the lore of more than likely the Viking, since I was talking to the Viking. And then you find these all over the bloody place. These are all over the planet. You can find them all over the time. They'll have a little purple icon over their heads like that. And then we'll learn a little bit about the story. So see that chest? Usually that's emerald or emerald, whatever you want to call it, and gold. Let's dive right into the lore of the Viking. The body of a warrior emerges from the obelisk, a jagged tear in their midriff, suggesting that the dangerous-looking multi-tool that sits in their hand was not enough to save them. The surface of the sculpted rock blurs and shows images of military worship. It's telling me something. Bury the soldier and the multi-tool. Ooh, take the multi-tool. Let's see. Respect warrior, respect warrior. See, since I know words, I'm going to respect. Naya might be the, and this might be... I'm going to bury the soldier. Cool. Oh, fuck, my inventory's full, though. Right? Wasn't it? Did I get something? Health at maximum. Continues. Did I actually get something, though? Okay, Viking effigy. Effigy. I don't know. Nothing found. Okay. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for this little episode. If you did enjoy it, if you want to see more, fucking yell at the top of your lungs and youngs. You know what I mean. Just wait, because there'll be another video, because I'm fucking loving this game. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one, alright? Bye-bye.